The heart of volleyball continues in front of a sold-out crowd here inside the Candon City Arena in Candon, Ilocos Sur as we continue on with our matches. It's the Creamline Cool Smashers. Their fans in the venue all ready to support and cheer for their squad as they face the Akari Chargers. As we introduce the players, Eliza Valdez off to a good start. Her team with a good campaign at 1-0 here in the All-Filipino Conference, hoping to continue their winning ways in the PVL. On the other side of things, Fifi Sharma and the Akari Chargers undefeated so far after 2 games, hoping to make it 3 straight as they go against the Creamline Cool Smashers. The clash in Candon happens right now here on Signal TV. We thank you all for joining us over on One Sports Plus and of course on Pilipinas Live. Dip Dipiaco joined once again by Ayel Estraniero. Ayel, the matches continue to be huge and the crowd all set to watch this game.
A very, very huge game, a very interesting one. It's a battle between teams. One team in Creamline who has been dominant in PVL, but also against a younger team in Akari Chargers who has tremendously improved in a short time.
This is our Saturday showdown, our second game of this Saturday doubleheader. It's the Creamline Cool Smashers versus the Akari Chargers. Once again, we thank you all for joining us for our second game tonight. Ayel, we already saw a 3-setter a while ago. This one is a finals rematch of the Reinforced Conference, so people are looking forward to this.
I mean, a lot of volleyball fans, I'm sure, are very excited for this one. I'm personally excited for this one. Excited din yung players.
Grabe.
But again, it's a good matchup between individual players and as a team.
Yeah, and of course, the balls have been flying around. We are not safe in our zone because the teams are ready. But we're ready to show you the team standings, especially after what happened a while ago in the game between Petrogas and Farm Fresh.
Petrogas winning against Farm Fresh is a proof that every win here can make a difference in terms of seeding, and that's going to be important going into the next round of the tournament. But let's talk about Akari and Creamline. Akari looking good, as you mentioned, 2-0 winless record so far, translating their solid performance from Reinforced Conference here in the All-Filipino Conference. Meanwhile, Creamline, again, just heavy contender, starting strong and getting that straight set win against the Petrogas Angels.
Early wins are very important, and especially with our long format. We talked about it in the first 2 weeks of our conference. So let's talk about the Akari Chargers first of all. 2-0, good start for them, coming off their best conference yet in the Reinforced.
And with those 2 wins of Akari, Ivy Laxina, that girl on your screens, has been at the forefront, especially in scoring. She has grown more comfortable as an outside hitter. 16 points against Galleries, 24 big points against Zeus Coffee. With those numbers, it's safe to say that Ivy Laxina is the go-to player, and the system heavily relies on the scoring efficiency of Laxina. So let's see if she can come up big today against the heavy contenders in the Creamline Cool Smashers.
Averaging 20 points after 2 games of play, and was also named the Player of the Week by the PVL Press Score. Obviously a great start for Ivy Laxina para sa kanyang koponan. As we talk about another player that has been stellar for them, people are questioning what will happen to this position, to the opposite position for the Chargers, especially with Okaro out of this conference dahil All-Filipino tayo. But then this girl has stepped up, talking about Ellie Soyud.
No, Ellie Soyud has been spectacular all throughout the conference so far in their past 2 games. 21 points against Galleries, 15 points against Zeus Coffee, filling in the shoes of Oli Okaro, as you mentioned, who came up big for them in the Reinforced Conference, and she has improved her game a lot, playing with more variety and control in her offense. So let's see if Ellie Soyud could lead her team today against the Creamline Cool Smashers.
Right, it's her turn, Ellie's turn for the Akari Chargers to show out and help her squad out. Lipat tayo sa kabila for the Creamline Cool Smashers. A number of key players always for this strong squad, but a player that has stepped up for them, back in form from her national team stint. Sabi nga namin, parang mas safe pa sa
place here.
mas safe sa Manila, sa Ilocos. The balls are flying around. But the Cool Smashers, once again, we talked about Gemma Galanza coming off from her Alas Filipinas stint and ready to play back for her club team.
And welcome back to Gemma Galanza, who was who flawlessly displayed her all-around game right away. One of the 3 double-digit players, 13 points, 9 digs, showing that she can be reliable both from the front row and the back row. And I'm sure a lot of fans are just excited to see her smart plays and her steady saves in today's game.
She is a two-way player, doing it both on offense and defense for Creamline. And speaking of defense, another player that has already gotten her groove, has settled into her team this year, is BDL, Bea De Leon, and her numbers against Petrogas were huge.
Exactly. Blocks don't lie, sabi nga nila. The impact player, Bea De Leon, 10 points, and 6 of those coming from kill blocks. And as the Creamline Cool Smashers continue to improve their blocking system, Bea De Leon will be an integral part of that system, and let's see how she will perform today against the firepower of the Akari Chargers.
And the crowd doesn't lie as well as they see Bea De Leon on the screen. They are cheering, ready to see their favorite players in action. We bring you our Pilipinas Live question of the game for this one. Which team will carry on with their attacking in Candon? So in the first game, we asked about the defense. This time around, offensive firepower naman ang tinatanong natin, Ayel.
Well, if you talk about offensive power, you have a lot of individual players who I'm sure are excited to show off their skills. You have Gemma Galanza, Eliza Valdez, Pons, Bernadette Pons from Creamline, but you also have Ivy Laxina, you have Gretzel Sotones, you have Ellie Soyd on the side of the Akari Chargers.
Feeling ko kahit sino yung isagot mo, panalo yung sagot mo sa ating poll question. So you can engage over on the Pilipinas Live app, join the conversation, and of course use the hashtag PVL2025. So we're all set in just a bit. We're moments away to start this match between the Akari Chargers and the Creamline Cool Smashers. So stay with us here on Signal TV.
Mic test,
Check,
Ayel.
check, 1, 2, 3, check, 1, 2, 3.
Mic test, Ayel.
Yes, very spontaneous girl. Ay, tinatanong pa ba yan? Parang pwede lahat ng question. Parang gusto niyo sagutin lahat.
Hi, I'm Todd Carlos.
I'm Pangs Question. Which teammate is always earliest sa call time? Sino pa ba? Eh di si Pons.
Kaya yun nagiging MVP.
Pagdating pa lang, nagwa-warm up na siya.
Oo.
Kailangan
Kami,
niya ng one.
nagsa-cellphone pa kami sa training, kakarating namin siya, nag-stretching na siya.
Oo. Kailangan niya ng 1 hour warm up.
True. Which teammate will you pick to survive a zombie outbreak? Ay, huwag niyo pipiliin si Panaga kasi iiyak lang siya.
Pati ikaw, no? Magpapakain na lang po kami.
Which teammate could be a courtside reporter? Oh.
I say Liza Valdez.
Ako, feeling ko si Aliyah. Kasi marami siyang sinasabi. Yes.
Very spontaneous girl.
Oo. Siya yung tipo na pag niyaya mo, sasama siya.
GG na siya agad.
No questions asked. Which teammate would you enter in a singing contest? Ay, tinatanong pa ba yan?
Bakit may tatanong? Si Mare.
Si Mareng Gemma.
Which teammate would you choose to have a boxing fight with?
Si Ate MG, bumubugin ako nun. Sige, kay Didge na lang ako.
Hindi si Didge! Grabe din si Didge.
Mabilis si Didge eh. Sino ba? Si Ate Els.
Si Ate Els na lang.
And that was
Play On!
PVL fans, are you ready? We are here to Condon City Arena for your premier volleyball league, All-Filipino Conference. This is the epic matchup between the Akari Chargers and the Creamline Cool Smashers. Watch out for flying volleyballs and shirts from our teams. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let us meet the referees for this match. Our first referee, Jocelyn Del Rosario, National Referee. And our second referee, Jofer Eduardo, National Referee. And now, let us meet the starting lineup for both teams, starting with the Akari Chargers. At number 2, Fifi Sharma. At number 7, Kamoy Kal. At number 10, Camille Victoria. At number 11, Erika Ragas. At number 16, Ivy Lexina. And at number 24, Ali Soyud. And the starting libero for the Akari Chargers, Danny Ravena. And the head coach, Takayuki Minowa. And now let us meet the players for the Creamline Cool Smashers. At number 1, Kyle Negrito. At number 6, Pangs Panaga. At number 7, Michelle Gumabaw. At number 14, Bea De Leon. At number 19, Bernadette Pons. And at number 23, Gemma Galanza. And a starting libero for the Creamline Cool Smashers, Kyla Atienza.
and the head coach, Sherwin Meneses.
Presenting the starting lineup for the Akari Chargers. No changes in Laksina, Soyud, Cal, Sharma, in Victoria, and Danny Ravena. But Eric Aragas enters the starting lineup as Gretchel Soltones will sit this one out for the Chargers. Meanwhile, on the other side for the Creamline Cool Smashers, same starting unit for them that they had in that opener against the Petrogas Angels. It's Gumabao, Panaga, Galanza, Pons, De Leon, Negrito, and Atienza. So we're ready to begin this second match for your Saturday doubleheader here in Candon, Ilocos Sur. Ivy Laksina hoping to continue this clean slate by the Chargers. Meanwhile, Bernadette Pons and Michelle Gumabao and the rest of the Cool Smashers also trying to put a dent on the record of Akari. We thank you all for joining us here on One Sports Plus and on Pilipinas Live. We're underway as Michelle Gumabao gets the first point.
Michelle Gumabao, we know her to have heavy hands here, powering through that net defense of Akari early on.
Galanza had a good performance in that game against Petrogas, 13 points. And on the defensive side, 9 digs as she serves for the Cool Smashers. But that's out.
Too strong there for Gemma Galanza.
Coach Sherwin Meneses is here. He
He's
traveled.
present.
People are asking, will he be here? I'm concerned if nakatulog ba siya, but the commitment is there for Coach, and he's now with the Cool Smashers here in Ilocos Sur. Meanwhile, also an error there for the Chargers.
I mean, I'm quite sure both teams will try to serve strong. Good intention so far, but could not execute for both teams.
2-1 is the score here in the first set. Cal will give it to Victoria. Negrito will save it. Gumabao is checked. MG again, the drop penetrates.
And we know Creamline to have that characteristic. Every time their teammate gets blocked, they will give her another opportunity to score. And the second attempt was good enough for Michelle Gumabao. Just a power tip, good placement for her.
Last time these two teams met was back in September 4, the finals of the Reinforced Conference, where Creamline won in straight sets. This time another outside hit for the Chargers, so it's a 3-point lead for Creamline to start this match.
Good start here for the Cool Smashers.
Cal chooses Soyud. Galanza will run after the ball. MG will push. And just a smart play for Gumabao.
And Gumabao, with her experience and maturity, she doesn't have to force all these power hits. Take a look at that simple push right on the corner. No one there for the Chargers.
And an early timeout for Akari. They trail by 4.
Okay na to. It's okay, Hapayuro. Bawi next time. Okay to? Go, go, go.
Quick timeout for Coach Takaminoa as they are down by 4 points here in set number 1. What would be the key here for the Chargers, especially coming off that that last meet that they had back in the Reinforced? Ano yung mga kailangan nilang gawin in hopes of getting a W here?
Well, for them, it's really a matter of consistency. Their system has improved quite quickly as expected, and they have the likes of Ivy Laksina, but in today's game, they don't have Gretzel Sautones. who has been one of their go-to players as well. So other players need to step up because a lot of players has a lot of firepower for the Creamline Cool Smashers.
Meanwhile, the Creamline Cool Smashers are complete in attendance. Pons with a score. Soltones is nursing a hand sprain, which is why she won't be playing here in Candon. Soyud gets her first point of the game.
Good one-hand set there. Good save coming from Camille Cal. Soyud was ready for that one.
Too strong.
Service game has been quite difficult here for the Akari Chargers. Does not help them in the start of the set.
It's a couple of service errors now for the Chargers. Eliza Valdez and her much-awaited entry. Fans will be waiting for her to see action. Oh, good save by Atienza. Even she was surprised with that. Soyud with the same thing. Ravenna will send it over. And a chance to set up the play. Negrito goes to BDL. Setback, Galanza. That clips the net. Cal sets up Ivy. Galanza again. And that ball flies into the stands. Creamline brings us to the first technical timeout. Arena Plus, astig sa sports. Kasing astig ng crowd natin inside the Candon City Arena. A sold-out crowd. Ella De Jesus. As you mentioned, Gretchen Soltones.
Justin Hazareno as well on her side.
But still present to support their team. Right now, it's a 6-point lead for the Cool Smashers to start this off. That one is out for Gumabaw.
2 white there for Gumabaw. See how the Akari Chargers will take advantage of that error.
Negrito sets up Pons.
Combination play just too good there for the Creamline Cool Smashers.
The spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin', pasalubong ng bayan.
The MVP, Bernadette Pons. Whew.
And she heads to the service line. 9-3 is the score. Cal back sets to Victoria. The push, it's outside.
Lack of risk action there for Victoria. So far, Akari Chargers having a difficult time to convert points here.
Yeah. Creamline able to build an early 7-point lead. Ragas will try. That's long, but there was a touch.
That touch of the hands of fingertips of Cal Negrito there.
Yeah.
Much needed point for the Akari Chargers.
4 serving 10. Overreceived by Galanza. And Raagas able to take advantage.
Can't give away a regalo here. Akari Chargers has a good front row with Raagas, Sharma, and Cal. And that went straight to the hands of Erica Raagas. Easy outing for her.
Back-to-back points for the Chargers to cut the lead down to 5. Lazaro Revilla will bump it to Gemma, who scores off the block.
And this is why Gemma Galanza is a difficult attacker to defend. 2 blockers ready there, but still a point off the block.
Bea De Leon heads to the service line. Also coming off a good performance in their game against Petrogas at 10 points. Raagas able to break the block. She's the one who's been active to start this game.
Erica Raagas again playing for Gretzel Saltones, who's not gonna play today, but Erica Raagas, a good start for her so far.
That's what you want for your players to always be ready.
Right.
Saved by Ravenna. Back row from Laxina, but Pons with a dig. Back with the black shirts. Raagas will try. Gumabaw. Able to save it steadily. Cal with a pancake dive. Ball is alive, and it's playable. Oh, well, look at Creamline. Scrambling for that. Soyud with a push. Just a smart play from Eli Soyud.
And what a spectacular floor defense there for both teams. But Soyud with that presence of mind there. But before that, take a look at the pancake save of Cal. There you go, the presence of mind, the target, zone 5 for Eli Soyud.
A great effort for both teams on that sequence. Just the type of quality you would expect from these two squads. Ravenna sets up Soyud, and Eli scores to cut the lead down to 3.
Looking like Akari Chargers have found their flow here in the first set. Eli Soyud breaking the blocks once more.
And Creamline will call for time.
Okay ha. Bakit tayo? Bakit? Dahan-dahan lang ang block sa kabila kasi si Soyud at si Raagas pinapalo lang eh. Dahan-dahan lang. Let's go. All in! Finish!
Timeout called by the Cool Smashers after this mini run by the Chargers. Lead was up to 7 a while ago.
But the
It's down to
Chargers
just 3.
starting to produce their own points here.
That drops. Good response after that timeout.
And this is where the combination plays of the Cool Smashers come in handy. Take a look at that delay in the block of Fifi Sharma, only leaving her with one blocker there, talking about Gemma Galanza. Caught Dani Ravenna off guard as well.
Negrito with a serve. Cal sets up Raagas. Atienza to Pons. Dani again with a set to Soyud. Oh, found the way to get that point.
Soyud has been smart here. We talked about her on top of the coverage, how integral she is in the scoring for the Akari Chargers.
That's twice now that they've connected, talking about Ravenna and Soyud. The challenge is last touch for the Cool Smashers. So the point initially awarded to the Chargers. And we'll wait and see.
Soyud was intentionally going for the hands of Galanza in that last sequence. But let's see if it did scrape the hands of Galanza.
Creamline Creamline up by 4 points at the moment. Sticking with their starting unit. Gumabaw keeping everyone composed. Coach Sherwin Meneses, as we mentioned, having coached the NU Lady Bulldogs in another tournament.
Yesterday.
Oh.
That also finished a bit late.
Oo. I wonder anong oras na siya dumating dito.
But what's important is that he's here, he's present in this big game against the Akari Chargers. Let's see.
You see the replay. Oh, indeed, it touched Gemma Galanza.
Barely.
The challenge
Call
is
will stand, and point will remain with the Chargers.
Chargers slowly cutting the big lead earlier of the Cool Smashers.
Ragas will serve. Negrito looks at the options, goes to Gemma. And that's a point for Galanza.
Again, the combination plays. I'm sure Cal Negrito will have a lot of that in this game, especially that they're playing against a good blocking team in the Akari Chargers.
(13-9) is the score. Oh, they go middle. Sharma getting a touch and a point.
And we know what Fifi Sharma is capable of in terms of offense. She is definitely a threat. Good back set there coming from Cal. Only one blocker against Fifi Sharma.
Did not start in their first game against Galleries. Started against Zeus. Started again tonight. Gumabaw scores off the block.
Gumabaw just too good on those kinds of hits. 2 blockers is not guarantee of a block here.
So back and forth, exchanging of points. In the last few sequences, they go to Victoria on that clean spike.
A good pass there coming from Raagas that allowed Cal to set up Victoria. Not the usual a quick tempo, but good enough for her to target zone 5.
Coach Taka will make the first changes. It'll be Michelle Cobb entering alongside Faith Nisperos for a full front line for the Chargers. Cobb known for her serving. Gumabaw. Ragas was there. Michelle to Ivy, and that drops for Laksina.
Akari Chargers really looking to break the blocks here of the Cool Smashers. Cool Smashers has done a good job putting 2 blockers with the attackers of Akari Chargers, but Akari has been really challenging their net defense here.
The power and the length of Ivy Laksina helping them do just that. Points. That's a point.
The combination plays continues to prove to be effective here for the Cool Smashers. Take a look at this one. Bernadette Pons with another point right on the middle.
And you can hear the crowd because just about to enter Tots Carlos seeing action for the first time since May 12 in that finals against the Flying Titans in the last All-Filipino conference as she makes an appearance.
Been quite a while for Tots Carlos. I'm sure a lot of fans are excited to see her.
At kasama niya, Matthew Galanza, who is now serving. Cobb tosses to Laksina.
Laksina wanting to go high there. Was a bit intimidated with the 2 blockers.
We go to the second technical timeout. Creamline are up by 4. Back inside the Candon City Arena here in Candon, Ilocos Sur.
Tots Carlos, I love you!
Mahal ka namin. And I'm sure the PVL crowd, volleyball fans, have missed seeing Tots on the Taraflex. Not the best set there, but it's back with the Chargers. Laksina on the change of pace. Carlos. And their first point. After 6 months.
The crowd goes wild. Simple attack there actually coming from Tots Carlos. Just going long there. Just enough spin.
5-point game. Nisperos. And that's going to be a point for the Chargers.
Faith Nisperos through the blockers. But Creamline continues to lead in this set.
Down by 4. Galanza. Oh, that's an overshoot.
Right. Tough set there coming from Galanza. Tots Carlos had a difficult time to adjust with that one.
Siguro pag mga 5th game back na ni Tots, kaya niya nakakabalik lang eh. So, still warming up. Oh, another bad set there. And that's back-to-back points for Akari to cut the lead down to just 2.
A good serving as well coming from Laksina, making it difficult for the Cool Smashers with their passing.
Good read to avoid that serve. It's out for Laksina. And that breaks some momentum. Max Wanko will replace Ivy Laksina for some added floor defense.
Right. Not playing as a libero today, but playing as a defensive specialist.
Nisperos. Pons able to reach it. They go to Tots on the opposite. Faith picks it up. Faith will attack. Atienza was right there. The cut shot. That's off one, but Galanza gets that point.
What an angle there coming from Gemma Galanza. Coming from her sister, Mafe Galanza. Take a look at that one. So much intention in that attack. She just saw that hole in the floor defense.
And that will force Akari to call for another timeout.
Going to hit the cross side. It's stronger. Okay, the patient, have a patient line. Okay, which position first? Have a position first. You haven't pushed it in the block set. Position, and then go to the back. Okay, the from A pass, B pass, we don't have any problem. Only C pass. Outside opposite, prepare tayo C pass. Attack from C pass during a rally. Go run, go run.
Akari Chargers. They need a quick side out here. Because Creamline Cool Smashers looking good right now. Need a good first ball first.
Speaking of, right on cue. Couldn't get that first ball in properly as Pons scores from the service line.
It has been the issue here for the Akari Chargers as Bernadette Pons gets that service ace, and right now they need a quick side out. They don't have their go-to player in Ivy Laksina on the court.
Again, poor first ball. Nagawan ng paraan. Battle of the net. It's on the side of the Chargers. Picked up by Mafe. They swing it. Galanza. Straight to Ravena. Erica again. Covered by Danny. Raagas once more. And finally it drops.
Erica Raagas, so one of the heavy hitters as well from the Akari Chargers. She has been challenging the net defense of the Cool Smashers, and she has been successful so far.
16 serving 20. Here in set 1, Galanza. There is a whistle. As Nesperos, I believe. Or was that Sharma? But either way, it was a violation for Akari.
And a free point for the Cool Smashers.
Bea De Leon back at the service line. Her team up by 5. And another ace.
Service game has been so good here for the Cool Smashers. Let's take a second look on that one. Floater serve coming from Bea De Leon.
Bigla na lang lumihis. This time a better receive. Raagas. Mape was there. Able to send it. Cobb chooses Erica. Oh, Galanza with another good save. Carlos with a swing. Cobb running after the ball, and they keep it alive. It's still good. Panaga. Galanza working hard to cover the ball. Look at her. Gemma goes up, swings and scores. Unbelievable play for Creamline to keep that ball and even get the point.
What a recovery there from the Cool Smashers. They looked disorganized in defense, but they found Gemma Galanza available for offense. And what can Gemma Galanza do?
If you're Akari in that sequence, you're trying to figure out what else do we need to do. Sinungkit lang ni Panaga to bring Creamline at set point.
Another good serve coming from Bea De Leon. Akari has a challenge here. Reaching beyond the net challenge for the Akari Chargers. It was a regalo coming from that Bea De Leon serve. Let's see if that ball was still on the side of Akari.
I like how we're seeing challenges that we don't often see. No, kanina yung last touch and reaching beyond the net just goes to show how these teams are treating this game right now.
Some new additions also for challenge system. The last touch and the reaching beyond the net. And they have been maximizing these additions in the challenge.
Of course, you want to be able to cater to the different rules and plays happening here in the PVL. Yep. Because Cobb could have still set that play up.
So challenge successful here for the Akari Chargers.
Camille Gallery enters along with Eli Soyud. Creamline 2 points away from getting set number 1, but the Chargers still trying to play catch up. Again, the lead was as big as 7 points sa simula. It was 10-3. Brought down to within 2, but it's back up to 6. Galanza goes. Mafe to Gemma. No connection. Cal to Sharma. And Fifi loved that.
2-on-2 here for Fifi Sharma. Take a look at this one. Another good set coming from Cal and Fifi Sharma. Definitely one of those offensive middle blockers. Really a threat both in offense and defense.
18-23 is the score. Mafe back sets to Carlos. Cal goes to Raagas. Back-to-back points for Akari.
Erica Raagas here. Showing some muscles with her attacks. maximizing the loose blocks coming from the Cool Smashers.
Actually, 3 straight, including that challenge a while ago. And an ace! And Kamui Cal is pumped up after that point. The lead down to just 3. And Creamline will call for a timeout.
Nandiyan na yan eh, nandiyan na yan. Triangle lang tayo, so para lang kayo nag-spike na may service yan. Ha? Kung pangit ang receive, gandahan mo lang yung set, paluin nyo ng maganda. Let's go.
Let's go!
Go girls! All in! Creamline!
Much needed time out there for the Cool Smashers as Akari Chargers looking to gain momentum here in the end stretch. But their passing is something they need to solve quickly here, talking about the Cool Smashers.
Tingnan natin kung ilalaban ni Gemma Galanza and the Cool Smashers for the final 2 points. They need a point here. Akari scrambling on defense and is that in? Oh, it's out. Panaga had the right thing in mind. Just couldn't calculate it properly.
That's right. The entire team unit of Akari was already moved forward in terms of defense. The whole back row was free. But it was a matter of execution for Pangs Panaga.
Which is why they field in Negrito and Gumabao back on the floor. This tight game all of a sudden. And it's kept up. Again, Cal with a save. Regalo. Lazaro Revilla able to keep it up. And nobody there for the second ball.
Crucial miscue here coming from the Akari Chargers. That was a good rebound, good pancake save coming from Cal, but an even good save coming from Raagas, but no second touch here.
Yeah, it was Cal
Miscue.
who got the first ball. Creamline is now at set point. Oh! And also a miscue on the side of Creamline.
Some nerves probably setting in for both teams. Cool Smashers, it's only 1 point here to get this set, but Akari again has not given up at all.
Tit for tat. Akari not giving up. They save a set point as Raga serves. Let's see what Creamline does. Negrito sets up Galanza. Somebody touched the net. They will not contest.
What a run here from the Akari Chargers. And they have a solid front row right now with Ivy Laksina, Fifi Sharma, and Ellie Soyod. Erika Raagas just has to put this ball in.
Just like that, the lead is down to 1. Negrito to Gumabao. Ravenna pops it up. Laksina off speed. Oh, and another violation for Pangs Panaga. And we are tied at 24 all.
What a sequence here coming from the Akari Chargers. Getting some luck as well as Pangs Panaga commit an error here. Free point for the Akari Chargers.
Uncharacteristic of the Cool Smashers to commit those errors. We are now tied 24 apiece. Ravenna with a save. But Sharma couldn't control. And the crowd getting into it.
We're being treated with quality volleyball right now.
Another set point for the Cool Smashers. Laksina flies. Here come the Cool Smashers. Spawns! with the finisher here in set 1 as Creamline takes it 26-24.
Creamline Cool Smashers surviving that scare coming from the Akari Chargers. But Bernadette Pons, definitely a clutch player here, taking advantage of that gap in between the blockers.
Surviving is the right word. Akari almost pulled off that late comeback. Scared the Cool Smashers, but they come away with that set 1 win, 26-24. The Creamline Cool Smashers took that one 26-24. That first set was full of action. Everything we saw already in set number 1.
Full of action indeed. The great display of defense and offense from both teams. Creamline starting strong. Everyone contributing. But Akari Chargers, as the set went on, they were able to improve their offense and defense. They were able to make a run. Their good serving translated into good points as well. But it wasn't enough to catch up with the big lead of the Creamline Cool Smashers, as we see the number 16 attack points for the Cool Smashers against the 15 of the Akari Chargers. 2 service aces for the Cool Smashers, 1 for Akari, in both teams with the same number of errors. It just really boiled down to composure and who wanted it more towards that end stretch, talking about the first set.
Yeah, ganun kadikit yung set number 1. You saw the numbers as Eliza Valdez will start off set number 2 for the Creamline Cool Smashers. As we bring you the second set here on One Sports Plus and One Pilipinas Live, Dip Dipianco together with Ayel Estraniero covering this match. A while ago, the Petrogas Angels winning in straight sets over the Farm Fresh Foxies. This time, we bring you the finals rematch of the Reinforced Conference this year. You already saw Tots Carlos, her first game back since May.
She will be starting in the second set together with Eliza Valdez.
For the Chargers, they are without Gretchen Soltones, but no problem. I got you, says Ivy Laxina to start off the second set.
Hot start there for Ivy Laxina in between Pangs Panaga and Tots Carlos. We've talked about Ivy Laxina, how she has grown more to be comfortable as an outside hitter. And again, she has the height and length advantage in that position.
She will only get comfortable as she gets more time with this team as Panaga gets that point.
Activation from the middle here for the Cool Smashers. They need some contributions coming from Pangs Panaga. Her usual running attack there.
Pons also had her moments in the first set. Raagas playing well as she started this game.
Again, Erika Raagas has had minimal minutes in their previous games, but right now stepping up big with the absence of Gretzel Sultanes.
Dating back to previous conferences, right? And she is getting the playing time right now and making the most out of it. Panaga with another point.
This is what they're capable of with good passing. Liza Valdez with a solid one there, perfect one, and Cal Negrito being able to activate Pangs Panaga once more.
One-point game. Panaga with a serve. Cal. Soyud breaks the block. Palitan tayo ng puntos dito sa set 2.
Great offense shown by both teams here. Again, we mentioned the player matchups as well. Both teams having a lot of firepower.
Official score is 3-all. I think they're just clarifying something, the first referee. Having a word with our officials. Chargers again already with 2 wins to start their All-Filipino Conference campaign. Coach Taka Minoa coming off his best stint. His team finished 2nd place in the reinforced conference. Undefeated in the eliminations and then went on to the finals. The Cool Smashers getting that Grand Slam just a couple of months ago. We're not so sure what's being discussed with our officials, and so we're getting a word that yung positions, yung rotation ng Akari Chargers is being clarified by our officials.
There you go. They're just making sure.
At alam natin yung mga ganyan, they have to make sure.
Right.
So, sinisigurado lang sino dapat yung nakapwesto as they try to keep warm. May shadow boxing pa itong si Camille, the 2 Camilles. In other news, meron pang ibang out of town, no? We were now in Ilocos Sur, but just for our fans in Cebu, for the PVL fans over in Cebu, dadayo rin ang Premier Volleyball League on December 7th. So that's something to watch out for.
That's close.
Lapit.
Lapit na.
2 weeks from now. And then next year, in February, Iloilo naman.
That delay quite iced the server there. Ellie Soyud. So same way as we started the first set.
So back to the action. Dots Carlos will be the one to serve for Creamline. Here comes Raagas. Negrito to Valdez. Her first touch and her first point.
Liza Valdez there. Simple play, just pushing that one over. Did not force an attack. Her arms were already extended. Good rebound, but no coverage for the Akari Chargers.
That jump serve by Carlos, clipping the net. Saved by Pons. They go to De Leon, and they convert.
Great dig there coming from Bernadette Pons. Cal Negrito had an opportunity to set up Bea De Leon. And you know when they get that first ball, they have the capability of playing faster volleyball. Talking about the Cool Smashers.
2-point lead. Cal goes to Victoria. Again, pawns for the pickup. Valdez. Negrito. They're backed against that net.
And Negrito saving that one well. Another good start here for the Creamline Cool Smashers. Trying to get that big lead early on, just the same as the first set.
6 serving 3. Oh, babawi. Camille Cal says she can do it too.
Camille Cal with that 1-2 play. Sneaky one coming from her. Natienza definitely not ready for that one. And Cal also one of the taller setters here. She has the height.
There's a buzzer sounded. So there you go. Yun yung rotation na sinasabi natin. Coach Taka has his tablet to show that they are at the right spots. But our officials say otherwise.
10, 7, 11, done 11.
That's been the cause of these bosses in this set number 2. Which we saw how it affected a while ago yung pag-serve ni Eli Soyud.
Palit po kanina yung 11 and 16 po. Inayos po niya, sir.
Yun ang susundan natin, yung nandito sa...
Kanina po nakita po niya.
Yun ang.
Ayun si sir po, yun po yung naayos po.
Hindi, pero susundin natin. Kasi ito yung naka-input. Ha? Okay.
Yun daw po yung susundin ko.
So we heard the discussion between our first referee and Ivy Lacsina to follow what's on the officials' corner. Coach Taka still trying to understand and listen to their conversation.
And ask for clarifications as well. They looked very confused.
When you used to play AL, how often would you try to figure out kung nasa tamang lugar ba kayo on the court?
Well, you know, these kinds of errors, these kinds of rotations, it usually just happens once or twice. Very rare in a set. So for this to happen already twice in the start of this set, seems like there is really a clarification that has to be done both from the technical side and the Akari side.
Because usually you'd be, kumbaga, conscious ka na that you made that mistake.
So that's a free point here for the Cool Smashers. I guess they've settled things already.
Yeah. So back to the game. Eliza Valdez will resume action to serve in the 7-4 scoreline.
Perfect timing again with that BDL set coming from Cal Negrito.
And a 4-point lead for the Cool Smashers as we get to the first technical timeout. Back inside the Candon City Arena here in Candon, Ilocos Sur. A jam-packed crowd inside the venue for the Creamline Cool Smashers and the Akari Chargers. 7,281 in attendance. And Mommy Evelyn is right beside us as we greet her an advance happy birthday. Sabi nga doon, no?
Advance happy birthday, Mommy Evelyn.
Matabi natin siya dito. And a lot of shout-outs for the fans who have brought their cards out. And making the most out of their
Right.
viewing experience.
It's not always that you get to go here, be near these fans.
That does a lot for them, right? For the players to greet their fans. They're pretty happy to just see them play live. And that's what it's all about, bringing the game closer to these people. And the heart of volleyball continues to travel. And as we mentioned, this is the second time na nasa Candon, Ilocos Sur ang PVL. And they continue to support the Premier Volleyball League. Creamline are up by 4 points as Valdez continues to serve. Saved by Eliza. Pons will attack. Back to Pons. Sent back.
Solid blocking formation there for the Akari Chargers. Closing the door on Bernadette Pons, Camille Cal, and Camps Victoria.
That block of the set is brought to you by East West Bank, the official bank of the PVL All-Filipino Conference. The denial. Tots Carlos. This time, it's off the blocks and out.
But Akari is really known for their blocking formation, for their net defense. This time, two blockers still with Tots Carlos. No spaces at all, just Tots Carlos powering that one. Getting that block touch.
Bea De Leon back at the service line. It's 9-5. Cal goes to Sharma. PDL with a save. Carlos changing speed. Back with the Cool Smashers. Negrito on the 1-2. Carlos able to save. And that is out, though, for Eliza Valdez.
Bit awkward on that one. But good hustle in the floor defense for the Cool Smashers.
A slower set two because of all the lulls and the clarifications for the rotation. Score is 69. Pons attacks. And it drops for Bernadette Pons.
Well, Bernadette Pons has been playing efficiently here. Breaking the blocks this time. Going for the hands of Fifi Sharma.
Negrito with a serve. Cal back sets Soyud. Had to adjust mid-air. Laksina able to reach it. Soyud again. Sharma, the first ball. Ragas with the offhand. Ball is up. Now with the Creamline Cool Smashers. And it's kept up. Boy pa rin. Still alive. On the scramble play by both teams. Walang hulugan in this rally. Oh! Ravenna with a dive. And Soyud with a mistake.
Both teams there in that floor defense. You see the effort, you see the hustle. Fortunately, too short there for Soyud.
People holding their breaths, including us. Timeout by the Chargers.
The good things, you guys not gonna drop the ball. But how you take care of the ball? Make it first of all higher. Okay? Make it first of all higher so family can take it same thing. So you guys can hit proper. Okay, though? Back to basic. Let's go, let's go. Good thing, good thing. Go, 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 go.
Usap lang, usap lang. Girl, mami, tigil
Saka talking about how to take care of the ball here. They can't commit those easy errors. They put so much effort in their defense here just to give away a free point for the Cool Smashers.
Eleven serving 6. Ravenna was saying that she wanted that second ball.
Another miscue here for the Akari Chargers, not helping them. The lead is getting bigger here for the Cool Smashers.
Six-point game. Ragas. Negrito sets up Valdez from the back. There's a net touch.
Nice of Valdez from the back row. Creamline on the roll right now.
Oh, that's too long for Negrito.
Lucky break here for the Akari Chargers, a chance for them to gain momentum. Let's see if the Cool Smashers will allow them.
Down by 6 are the Chargers. Running spike is wide for Panaga.
Good play there coming from Kyle Negrito, wanting a quicker play. Unfortunately, too wide, as you mentioned, for Pangs Panaga.
Kyle sets up Pons. Ravenna with a dig. High free ball given up by Ivy. Carlos on the spike. Cal chases and saves. Coach Tanga can't be the one to cross it over, and point goes to the Cool Smashers.
Take a second look on the combination play. Tots Carlos right on the middle.
This spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin' Pasalubong ng Bayan.
But what an effort there for Cal to chase that second touch. Really not giving up in any rallies here.
Lumobo na ang lamang ng Creamline to 6. Slowly but surely pulling away. Valdez wants it. Ravenna with a save. Soyud again. We go back to Eliza. Ravenna with 2 saves. Back-to-back digs. Third time for Valdez. Kept alive by the Chargers. Isa pa. Oh, and it's out. A crowd wanting that to go down and in.
But I guess they will challenge this one. Block touch challenge.
Yeah, they're asking for a block touch. They want to reward that effort by the Phenom.
Right. But what a show of defense, floor defense coming from Akari Chargers.
Yeah, Ravenna taking notes a while ago from Delerio.
Right.
Let's see if there was a block touch. Wala. Clearly.
Ladies and gentlemen, if there is no blocking contact,
So you're not getting a touch of that ball. An unsuccessful challenge for the Cool Smashers, but they're still up by 5. P.T. Sharma heads to the service line. Negrito transfers, this time to Carlos. Back with the white shirts. Carlos again, this time it works.
Welcome back, Tots Carlos. Another combination play for her. And you can't leave only one blocker against Tots Carlos. Almost an open block there, both blockers late and closing down Tots Carlos.
Lori Bernardo now in the game as she serves. Laxina is denied. Rejected by PVL. And this block of the set is brought to you by East West Bank, the official bank of the PVL All-Filipino Conference.
We talked about how integral she is in that blocking formation, and BDL has been coming up big on that net defense.
We go to the second technical timeout. We continue on with set number 2. Cool Smashers are up by 7 points. Pawns. This is going to be a free ball. Chance for the Chargers to reload. Pawns with a dig. Thoughts against Ivy, and the length of Ivy allowing her to get that point.
That's right. Laxina had the advantage in that sequence, so way above the ball. Even before Tots Carlos had a good touch on it.
Nabangan na. In that play, Michelle Cobb will re-enter along with Faith Nisperos. Their team down by 6.
They had quality minutes earlier in the first set, talking about Mitch Cobb and Faith Nisperos.
And also reporting Akari Chargers number 6, Kapitana Michelle.
So they give out a yellow card for the Chargers. First referee had that discussion with Michelle Cobb. All right, so just got word. We heard that it was a yellow card for alleged misconduct on Ravenna. Play continues, which is why Cobb had that word to Danny, no? Just to warn her.
You have a challenge here.
Oh, set 2, completely different from set 1 in terms of the challenges and the things going on the court. A while ago, yung rotation, yung inaayos. But let's see, the block touch challenge by the Chargers.
Oh. That did scrape the forearm of Tots Carlos.
Yep, just grazing that right arm.
Good challenge for the Akari Chargers.
Cobb will continue to serve for Akari, who are down by 5 points. Oh, that's way short. Uncharacteristic of Michelle Cobb, who is...
Good server.
Yeah.
Since her collegiate days in La Salle.
Back to a 6-point game here in set 2. Cobb had to kneel. That's a tough set to Laksina, who comes up short.
Laksina with an attack error there gives Cool Smashers a free point here. And the Creamline continues to lead this set.
This set slowly slipping away from the Chargers. Oh, flat. Yung pa lang sa impact, no?
Clearly a miss hit there. Miss contact by Tots Carlos.
Sabi nga natin, first game back by Tots Carlos since May in the All-Filipino Conference Finals. Janine Marciano is in the ball game to serve for Akari. That's a good one. Chance here for the Chargers. Cobb goes to Ragas. Battle of the net. PVL, the push. And it drops for Bea De Leon.
Good push there coming from Bea De Leon. Good challenge also from Cal Negrito. And only Marciano there was left at the back row.
Negrito got the challenge at siya pa yung umangat. Nag-angat ng bola rather. Kay Bea De Leon who gave her credit. That's out for Ragas.
So errors here piling up for the Akari Chargers, giving the Cool Smashers an easier time in this set. But Cool Smashers also has been serving well, challenging the first ball of Akari.
Valdez with a serve. And Ponce going to take advantage. Ravenna picked it up. Cool Smashers will set up the play. It's up and alive. Dragas befriending the net.
Right. Akari scrambling, looking confused in that sequence, but the Agas committing in that one. But what a save there from Faith Nesperos. As you mentioned, a bit of a help from the net, disrupting the timing of Atienza.
It was Cam's Victoria who got that second ball, and she serves for Akari. Pons goes up, set back. Evie Sharma and Nesperos teaming up.
Right. Tall blockers for Akari Chargers.
Both from Alas Pilipinas. Negrito goes to De Leon. Cobb chooses Faith. Esperos again. Easily picked up by Carlos. Here comes Pons on the power tip. Marciano with a save. Faith again. Blockers were present. They go back to Nesperos. Boy pa! Oh! And nobody there for the second ball.
And the Cool Smashers finding all ways to score a point here. Good chase there coming from Eliza Valdez, and the Bea De Leon just having the height advantage on that one.
Seven-point lead for the Cool Smashers. Cobb goes to Ragas. Picked up by Carlos at the last second. Vargas saved by the Chargers. They go back to her. And Vargas will score.
Off the bench and instantly contributes. Great placement for her, going long, going to zone 5, and no one there for the Akari Chargers.
Rose Vargas ready to contribute off the bench. It's back to an 8-point lead for Creamline, 22-14. Oh, solid hit from Faith Nesperos.
No better attacking as well for Akari. They are insistent on that one. Good pass coming from Marciano. Reverse set from Mitch Cobb, and Faith Nesperos. So much room for the cross-court attack.
They need more of those from the other players outside of Ivy. We mentioned Soltones, that's 13 points averaging in the first 2 games that are missing for Akari without her playing. Starters back on the floor for Coach Taka. Cal and Soyud. And Camille Cal will get an ace.
And it was also when Camille Cal and Ellie Soyd was put back that they were able to make the run earlier in the first set. Let's see if they can replicate that one. Good serve coming from Camille Cal.
Last second save by Valdez to Rose Vargas. Soyud on the power tip.
A good reverse set there coming from Cal. Relying a lot on Ellie Soyud while Ivy Laxina is not yet on the court.
Similar showing at the end of set 1, no? Yung humabol, yung Akari Chargers. Trying to do the same thing, but a bit different in hopes of getting this set 2. It starts with a service of Cal. Bernardo, that was checked. Vargas again. Carlos will let that sail out.
Vargas with good impact here for the Cool Smashers. Playing efficiently with her attacking. Good read coming from Ellie and Fifi Sharma. But just too much power in that head of Vargas.
Pao Soriano also in the game for the first time. They go to Raagas, picked up by Negrito. Kyle to Vargas. And that's a point. Creamline is at set point after that Vargas hit.
Creamline just looking good all throughout the set. Points coming from all sides of the court, coming from different players. A team effort so far from them.
Ganda ng mga bunot ni Coach Sherwin.
And yung timing din ng pagpasok ng players.
Yellow card also given to Creamline for delaying the game, if I'm not mistaken, if I heard it correctly from our game announcer. Oh, nalunod. Sharma couldn't get to that. That was already the final point here in set 2.
Good serve there coming from Kyle Negrito. Kyle seems like she wanted a quicker side out, but did not connect well with Fifi Sharma.
Some confusion on the part of both teams. Not sure if tapos na. And yes, indeed, that was the final point here in set 2. Creamline takes it. They're up 2-0 over the Akari Chargers. back inside the Candon City Arena here in Candon, Ilocos Sur for the matchup between the Akari Chargers and the Creamline Cool Smashers, who are now up 2-0 as we take a look at the highlights of what happened there in set number 2, Ayel.
And again, the Cool Smashers started strong in that set, making sure they are able to get that big lead early on. And again, it was the same trend. The Akari Chargers getting their momentum towards the end stretch, and it was too late once more for them. But we saw some sparks coming from Akari Chargers, but just not enough with the firepower of the Cool Smashers. Even players coming off the bench and contributing right away, as we see a big disparity in terms of attack points. The Cool Smashers, they have 15 against the 8 of Akari, but Akari continues to bank on their strength, which is their blocking. 3 kill blocks for them, 1 for the Cool Smashers, and Akari just committing a lot of errors in that set. They have 9 against the 5 of the Cool Smashers.
And that spelled all the difference in set number 2. We saw some appearances from Vargas contributing. And there you go, your Kodak moment. As the fans continue to enjoy their time here in Candon, Ilocos Sur. I'm sure some of them have also traveled from nearby towns just to see their idols and favorite players in action. So we begin set 3 here on One Sports Plus and on Pilipinas Live. Dip de Bianco with Ayel Estranero. Thanking you all for joining us in this Saturday doubleheader out-of-town PVL action. Gumabao is back in the game. Negrito able to save it. Tenden to the other side. Gemma, we haven't seen her in a while. And not cold at all, despite sitting out majority of that set 2.
Right, and forte ni Gemma Galanza yun, getting the off-the-block points.
Good serve. Ragas will get the point from the back row.
Ragas has got the hot hands here for the Akari Chargers all throughout. From the back row this time. Cal Negrito out of position on that one.
Negrito goes to Gumabao. Desperos was there. Ivy sent back. Kyle goes to Pons. Chargers scrambling and diving. And Panaga with a runner. Kept alive by the Chargers. Desperos. Lazaro Revilla to Gumabao. And that's wide.
Good. Gumabao also out of position, and that one a bit of an awkward angle for her. So that's a free point for the Akari Chargers.
Ano yung nawala in set 2 for Akari that made it a bit of a, I guess, wide open game compared to set 1 at Dikit? What spelled the difference in that set 2?
Well, in set 1, their middles were involved in the attacking because of their good passing, good digging, always in system. So they were able to activate the likes of Camps Victoria and Fifi Sharma. But in the second set, they weren't able to do a lot of that because of their faulty passing. But right now, they still have an opportunity to extend this match as they are trying to start strong in this third set.
Yep, off to a fast start, 3-1. And a save by Raagas, but Cal couldn't calculate.
Not enough space there for Cal to go for that second touch. Good effort from Raagas on that dig.
Two serving 3. Cal to Ivy. And Laxina scores.
Ivy Laxina there, converting a point. Simple play on that left pin. Just going high, going for the hands of Bea De Leon. And right now, you really can't have loose blocks because attackers are very smart with their offense.
Yeah. Just like that.
And here comes Victoria, and Cal perfectly read that one. That Negrito was gonna set up a BDL, but then that loose block, that space from their body to the net allowed the BDL to get that point.
Esperos just sends it over. De Leon gets that through.
Bea De Leon has been efficient in this match, changing the tempo of her attack this time, fooling the floor defense of the Akari Chargers. Slowing things down, works for BDL.
4-all is the score here in the third set. Faith. Sent back. No entry for Creamline. And this block of the set is brought to you by East West Bank, the official bank of the PVL All-Filipino Conference.
Good run here for the Cool Smashers.
Oh, Galanza getting a touch on that. Pons. Ball still alive thanks to Faith. Oh, and I think Creamline getting distracted.
It was almost a miscue between Danny Ravena and Ivy Laxina. But a missed opportunity on the side of the Cool Smashers with that free ball.
Nangyari na yun kanina, no, in set 2 for Akari, but this time it led to a point. Free ball. Ragas scores for the Chargers. And they're back with a lead, 6-5.
Ragas has been nearly unstoppable in this match with her power hits. She's not slowing down at all.
Pons. Naibalik. De Leon this time finds the opening.
Akari Chargers can't seem to figure out Bea De Leon, who has been putting variety of attacks. Earlier, powering through the block, slowing things down. This time, going long. A hold there in the floor defense of Akari.
Tabla tayo at 6-all. Erica will be called for that violation.
Net touch violation there for Agas.
One-point game. Set number 3. Cal. The 1-2. Gumabaw saw that coming. Galanza. Straight to Erica. And Victoria scores off of Galanza's block, which went straight to the antenna.
And Victoria isn't playing, as I mentioned earlier, the usual tempo. This time, played a high set there on the right pin, going for the hands of Galanza. Showing some versatility here.
Gemma. Oh, in between two Chargers. To bring us to the first technical timeout. Creamline up by 1. Back inside the venue as you see the crowd. Some of the Creamline fans were happy with how their team is performing. Negrito goes to Panaga.
Haven't heard from Pangs Panaga for a while now. But that the middle activation will definitely help here for the Cool Smashers. Powering through that late block of Erika Raagas.
Two-point lead for the Cool Smashers. Nisperos from the back. Surprising Bea de Leon.
Explosive one coming from the back row for Faith Nisperos.
The spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin' Pasalubong ng Bayan.
There you go, second look on that attack.
Galanza to Cal, straight to Cal.
There you go. Gemma Galanza perfectly avoiding Faith Nisperos in that net defense.
10 serving 8. Back set, Gumabaw. With the usual power on her spike.
Team effort so far from the Cool Smashers. Pangs Panaga, Gemma Galanza this time, Gumabaw.
Three-point lead for the Cool Smashers. Chance here to set up the play. Galanza, cross court, it's in for Gemma Galanza.
Dani Ravena letting that go in the last second, thinking that it was on its way out. But Gemma Galanza says, kalkulado yung palo na to. Let's see.
Akari, though, will challenge on a ball in, ball out review. Can the Chargers extend this game with their backs against the wall, in danger of getting their first loss here in our 2024-2025 All-Filipino Conference? Ooh, so close.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ball is in. The challenge is unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful challenge
Akari
here
Chargers
for the
only has
Akari Chargers.
for this.
Apat ang lamang ng Cool Smashers here in set 3. Laksina lets that sail out. Nine serving 12. The runner by Pangs.
Pangs Panaga has been contributing impact points here for the Cool Smashers in this third set. Good set coming from Cal Negrito to Pangs Panaga, connecting perfectly.
Served by Galanza. Sharma. Naiangat ni Atienza. Pons on the off speed. MV Pons in form.
Right, beach volley moves for Bernadette Pons. That was a tough one for her. That angle, that height of the ball. But what an execution there in ball control coming from Bernadette Pons.
Lead continues to increase for the Cool Smashers. Add that to their total. A service ace for Gemma Galanza.
We're seeing a lot of miscues here coming from Akari Chargers. Take a look at this one, Erika Raagas and Camille Cal.
Score is 15-9. Pons again. Raagas picks it up. Nisperos. Straight to Gemma. Negrito sets up points, who is denied by Sharma.
Blocking formation was well organized there way before that set arrived for Bernadette Pons. Take a look at this one. Fifi Sharma and Faith Nesperos, no gaps at all.
But they have to assert themselves more with their blocks.
Right.
Just like that one. Negrito back sets MG. Good save by Cal. A redo for the Cool Smashers. Combination to Bernadette Pons.
Bernadette Pons is unstoppable right now, squeezing that one in.
And we go to the second technical timeout. Creamline up by 6. Score is 16-10 in favor of the Cool Smashers. 16-10 here in set 3, but Laksina changes that.
Notching the point there for the Akari Chargers, and whenever Laksina is in the front row, she is heavily reliable here.
Changes here for the Chargers. Natawanan mo ako dun sa ano Kasi parang ano putting on a clinic kaya School Smashers.
Tama. Sige. Kaya pa, Dip?
Cobb and Osoyud now in the game. De Leon continues to score.
That connection of Negrito and De Leon continues to improve, and in this game it has been unstoppable. De Leon again getting that point.
Back to a 6-point lead. Cobb goes to Ivy. Atienza with a dig. Gemma from the back. Saved by the Chargers. Another chance. And De Leon is on fire.
She is indeed on fire. And we have to talk about how PVL actually has the height and length advantage. And when you get her going, she can definitely score consecutive points for her squad. And that's what she has been doing all throughout.
That's out for Gumabaw. Tots Carlos checks back in to replace Michelle Gumabaw. Marciano also in the game to replace Laksina. They're not yet out here, just down by 6 points. We saw them get back into the game just like in set 1, where they forced an extension. Negrito rolling. Tots unable to send it over. That's back-to-back points for the Chargers.
Good serve there coming from Marciano.
(13) serving 18. Good serve. Oh, but Negrito. The timing on that jump. And to deny what was supposed to be a regalo.
Right. Missed opportunity there for the Akari Chargers, but a great timing, presence of mind for Kyle Negrito.
Missed opportunity for Akari. Free ball for Creamline. Kyle goes back to the hot hand, and why not? PVL playing big here in the Ilocos Sur.
Right. Impressive is an understatement with how BDL has been performing.
And you can hear the crowd chanting her initials as we go to this timeout of Akari.
Okay. So now DB also cannot play. Hi, Brad. We've changed the isa. Hamas pasok sa tayo. One side out. 1 point at a time. It's not the end of the game. Ha? Go.
Dapat tayo kasi 1 point at a time lang. Ate, matulong pag na-up tayo. Di bali namang banggaan tayo. Up lang natin. One muna. Akari Chargers.
If there are any adjustments that Akari needs to do, they need to do it quickly right now because Creamline only 5 points away in taking this match.
This is what Creamline has done the entire game, is to build a comfortable lead, which would make it hard for Akari to climb back up. That's been the trend in all 3 sets.
But Eric Araagas continues to be a bright spot here for Akari Chargers.
There's going to be a change on the side of Akari.
Number 2.
I think Isa Bakabak waiting.
Right.
Again, having a word with our official. So she is allowed to enter as Ravenna heads to the bench. Combination dug up by Cobb. It's a live chance for the Cool Smashers. A touch on the net.
Akari can't seem to find their flow here in this 3rd set. Soriano in for the Cool Smashers as Bia De Leon.
Serving, Cobb to Raagas. She has stepped up big time.
Big time. I mean, Erica Raagas, we know the potential of this player, and right now she's given the opportunity to play, and she has taken big advantage of this opportunity.
And I'm sure this performance should reward her. And Coach Taka, seeing what she has done, what she can do on the court with the absence of Soltones. Desperos will check back in alongside Camille Cal. They trail by 6. Negrito to Galanza. Marciano gets there in time for the second ball. Back with the white shirts, Kyle to Soriano. Marciano again with a save. Ponce does the same.
Chance ball.
Yep, free ball. Ooh. Oh, you heard it. Ravenna wanted that first ball. And supposedly it was for her.
The ball was high enough for her to commit on the chance ball, talking about Danny Ravenna, but Isa Bacabak taking a hold of that.
And Soriano knew what to do. Kyle back sets to Faith. Espero scores. But no room for error anymore as the door slowly closing it on the Chargers.
Perfect angle there for Faith Espero. Some much needed conversion for the Akari Chargers.
At some point, they need to make a run. Cannot afford to exchange points against Creamline in this third set. But it's so hard when you got players like Gemma Galanza who are ready to score.
I agree. From all sides of the court, she has been contributing, talking about Galanza.
2 points away are the Cool Smashers from winning this one. And Gemma, look at her go. Rolling on the floor just to keep it alive. Ivy. Atienza saves it. Kumabaw. Soriano.
Everyone from the Cool Smashers put on the court has been contributing big. Pao Soriano with a quick attack. Got caught off guard in that one.
Turn back the clock. At Creamline at match point. Kyle back sets to Nesperos. Naibalik. And that should do it. A block to finish. And the Creamline Cool Smashers take this one in straight sets.
It was a team effort for the Creamline Cool Smashers. Everyone having opportunity to play with Sean, Tots Carlos, Eliza Valdez. But let's take a look on this last point. Talked about the players coming off the bench and performing right away. Pao Soriano, Vargas as well. Lori Bernardo contributed as well. And again, the Creamline Cool Smashers continues their winning streak here.
The final 2 points of the Cool Smashers coming from Pao Soriano on the attack and the block. Both teams meet at center court. And the Cool Smashers, another straight set win for them. Haven't dropped a single set here in 2 games in the All-Filipino Conference. Take a look at the final scores, 26-24, 25-17, and 25-16, all in favor of Creamline. We'll take a short break. We'll wrap this one up right after this.
Welcome back to the 2024-2025 PVL All-Filipino Conference. We've got Michelle Cobb with us. It was a hard-fought 3 sets for you guys. How does it feel to play in front of this big crowd in Ilocos Sur?
Sobrang nakakatuwa po na ganito na yung nagiging reach ng PVL Volleyball. Nakakatuwa po yung mga tao dito sa Candon and na-sold out po natin yung PVL game. So sana po makaulit kami and sana babalik ulit kami dito. Maraming salamat po.
I'm sure it feels good to see this big crowd and to play in front of this big crowd. Any message for your fans?
Ayun, I just want to say thank you to all the people of Candon. Not actually just the people of Candon, but all of you who are from other places pa. Alam ko marami nag-road trip sa inyo and maraming salamat na nandito kayong lahat. Sobrang saya po maglaro sa harap ninyong lahat and ayun, sana po makaulit kami dito ulit.
There you go, Michelle Cobb.
All right, I'm with the phenom, Eliza Valdez. Lai, congratulations. Second win ng Creamline. Any message to all the fans who have come out here in Candon City?
Hello po. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. I hope you guys enjoy the game. At ang masasabi ko lang po, sana tama ito. Ayatin ka. Tama. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. See you again soon po. Maraming salamat, Candon.
All right, thank you so much, Lai.
And to finish things off, we have our player of the game, Bea De Leon.
Hello po.
Bea, 12 points for you. You had the big game. You exploded in this game against the Akari Chargers. You were a key player, especially in that net defense. What was the mindset going into this game today?
We just wanted to make sure na yung small balls, lagi sinasabi ni Ate Lai, yung small balls yung key lagi sa any win namin. And personally, I just wanted to keep enjoying what I feel. My knees are healthy and sina Ate Lai and Toti are back. So I just wanted to really enjoy the game.
Usually, in games, in crowds, you hear people chanting MVP. Tonight, the crowd was chanting BDL. Narinig mo yun, and how did that feel for you, being part of this game?
It was such a pleasure na marinig silang lahat na mag-cheer, not only for me, pero for the whole Creamline team. Sobrang ingay sa arena and sobrang appreciate namin yun. We love playing for crowds this big. Sobrang salamat sa inyo lahat na nag-cheer po para sa amin.
Right.
There you go. Any last message to all the fans of the Cool Smashers and PVL?
Thank you guys sa pagnood sa amin. Alam kong galing pa kayo kung saan-saan. So from Baguio, La Union, maraming salamat po sa pagdaloy po para manood po sa amin. And sana patuloy niyo po kami suportahan.
There you go, your player of the game, Bea De Leon.
Hi Mom, hi Dad. Hi Mama, hi Diding, hi Bowo, hi Mami.
There you go. Thank you so much, Bea De Leon, our player of the game. And the Cool
Thank you.
Smashers, the winning team for this one. Ayel, what a game. BDL, we'll let you exit. All right. We'll wrap this one up, talk about the final numbers as we take a look at the highlights of what happened here. Ayel, take us through that set number 3 that allowed Creamline to close this one out.
It was a trend all throughout the game. Creamline Cool Smashers starting strong, keeping everyone involved with the playmaking of Kyle Negrito. We mentioned a couple of names. We have Gemma Galanza, BDL, as we mentioned, was on fire all throughout. But the bench players also coming alive in important stretches. But the Akari Chargers definitely did not make it easy for the Creamline Cool Smashers. So we saw the effort, we saw the hustle. It's just that it wasn't enough to win against a very decisive Creamline Cool Smashers. As we take a look at the numbers, 19 attack points for the Cool Smashers. Big disparity against the 11 of the Akari Chargers. And Creamline Cool Smashers also improved their blocking. They have 3 kill blocks against the 1 of the Akari Chargers. And both teams actually playing clean in the third set. Only 4 errors for Creamline and 2 for the Akari Chargers.
And they just look like a well-oiled machine with players getting healthy for the Creamline Cool Smashers. Tots Carlos playing her first game back after 5 months. As we see Bea De Leon, Eliza Valdez in the midst of a raucous crowd inside the Candon City Arena here in Ilocos Sur. As the Creamline Cool Smashers take this one once again in straight sets against the Akari Chargers. Coach Taka Minoa signing some shirts. The fans making the most out of this experience. And what a day it has been here in Candon City.
Oh, what a day, and we're very much happy to bring PVL, to bring the volleyball stars and the likes of Gemma Galanza here in Ilocos Sur.
And as always has one of the loudest cheers from the fans in PVL. Gemma Galanza played excellent volleyball as well tonight. Our games will continue on Tuesday. We go back to Manila inside the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig. That's going to be the Capital One Solar Spikers going up against the PLDT High Speed Hitters at 4 p.m. And then, followed by our next game, it will be the next led Chameleons going up against the Cherry Tigo Crossovers at 6:30 p.m. All that happens at the Phil Sports Arena, and of course live on One Sports, on One Sports Plus, and on Pilipinas Live. That does it. Ayel, what a day, as we mentioned, as we say goodbye to the viewers over on Signal TV and to the fans inside Candon City Arena. Akari Chargers lose this one in straight sets. The Creamline Cool Smashers improve their record to 2-0 and are looking like a hot team here in our tournament. On behalf of my partner, Ayel Esoniero, my name is Dip Dipiaco saying thank you for joining us here in Candon City Arena. Good night, stay safe, and God bless. We'll see you again in the next PVL on Tour.